Hey everybody, Matt and Katie here. Football season is about to begin. You're about to try and change your clocks, which means your awards applications are about to be due. The deadline is November 3rd, so make sure you take note of that. We're doing this video to give you some best practices and fun tips to streamline your application process and make everything easier for everybody this year. So,
if you're on a team, a part of a team, switched teams, created a new team, whatever, please make sure that you are aware of the forms, the correct processes to fill these out. Please remember the staff here at Columbus Realtors cannot change the credit once it has been assigned. If it is pending, please go in and review that information so that it is assigned correctly and we can make sure your award is done properly.
also, if you have turned in your application really early and the deadline is November 3rd and you have any sales at the end of the month, October 30th, you may want to reapply or resubmit again so you don't miss those sales. You don't want to miss those on your application. Also, the spreadsheet for non-flex MLS sales, you don't need to enter all of your sales on your sales report onto that. That is only for sale by owners, for new builds, for sales that are in different MLS systems that are not entered into our flex. So just save yourself some time, save us some time. You don't need to do that.
Yep. And for residential and commercial leases, we did revise the criteria and the form this year. So hopefully it will be much easier to use. The information will be much easier to gather and submit correctly. With less than 3 weeks until the awards are due, we want to make sure that this information is passed along properly.
Makes them easier to grade too. One final thing that seems to trick people up every year is if you are using method A for your application, you still must have $1 million worth of sales in the awards year. So say you're applying for your Excellence Award, formerly known as the 10 million, you still must have $1 million worth of sales in the year you're applying. So make sure you check that before you submit so we don't have to call you and go, wah, wah, bad news. So just another thing to check on. If you have any questions, you can call the board offices or you can call Matt and I. We're your chairs. We're here to help.
We're here to help.
Absolutely. So hope to see your applications.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Hello everyone, and here's how to fill out your 2020 Sales Awards application. First things first, you will fill out all of your personal information up here. You will then select which level you are applying for, under which method you're applying for. Method A, you do have to have at least $1 million in Sales Awards credit for the year you are applying. And method B, you must be a 10+ year member. If you have never received a Sales Awards from Columbus Realtors, you will either leave this blank or put not applicable. This box down here explains what the blank pages in the back are for on the application. So for any sales prior to November 1st, 2008 and or any non-MLS transactions, for example, any new builds or for sale by owners, that is what those pages in the back are for. They are not for your Sales Awards report to take everything off of that and write it on there. We don't want you to do all that extra work. That is why we put it all together for you. So you can just print that out and attach that to your application if you do not have any new builds or for sale by owners. These page subtotals below are also for any non-MLS transactions. So if you do have any properties that are not in the MLS that you need to put on those sheets in the back, you'll put your page subtotals here, add them all together and put that in your unclaimed production earned column. And then you will still put your sales report total here, which will be that unconfirmed total on your sales report at the top. And then you'll add that all together for your grand total. If you do not have any unclaimed production, do not worry about filling out these boxes here or the blank sheets on the back or the unclaimed production earned box. You will only put your sales report total and then you'll drop that number down to your grand total. And then that will again be your unconfirmed total from your sales report. And then we will have you put your name here and include the phonetic spelling of it so that we can pronounce it correctly when we call out your award.